So this, of course, is Stingy's page. Again, the only image we have of Stingy is the poster. Now, Stingy is found on one of the cameras on floor 2 called Stingy's Iceberg in Cam 12, whereas Tambles is found in Cam 13 on Symbol Stage. Now, that being said, he's a walrus, he's a male, he's much larger, he will not be travelling through a vent, that much I can assure you, because he's too fat. And due to his size, he most likely will be slower, because he's a walrus. I don't know if he, bounced around or not, seeing as walruses don't have legs, they got flippers on the back of them, but he might, trundle around. It makes sense, because in the image, I honestly thought that was a, rhino. But it wasn't. Anyway, he wanders around at night. He most likely... I don't know how much I can actually tell you about him, but I do know a little bit more about him that he's not set up on here, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say anything about him. But again, the only image we have of him is this one here. His model hasn't been given to Tom yet, so we won't be able to see him in game yet. He's yet to make an appearance in any of the mini games. He's yet to make an appearance or even be mentioned at all in anything. He's only really ever been shown in the codes with the drawing bee here, where I was told by Tom that he was called Stingy. And that's how the information came about why he was called, how we found out he was called Stingy. Tom said so. Again, I know a little bit more about Stingy, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to say anything about him. So I'm going to have to keep quiet on that end, but everything appears what we have so far. He's running Cam 12, first appearance. I again know roughly when about we'll see him. But, and also his behavior, how he might possibly act in general. But again, I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything. So we're going to have to wait until I'm actually allowed to say more about Stingy. I only know a little bit more about him that's up on here. And of course, this is Stingy's stage. The Stingy's Iceberg, we find him up on floor 2 in this camera here. And if you notice, there is indeed a vent which connects up above the office. Now again, Stingy is too large to fit in the vent, so you really have no worry there. At least I can tell you that much. He is indeed too big to fit in there, so we don't need to worry about him. Again, he hasn't been made. Also, I was told I could tell you about the video feed before, but again, I wasn't sure if I should or not. Anyway, the video feed, as you can probably guess already what its purpose is. We're going to have loads of static on the cameras. It'll help clear it up a bit. I believe that's how I explain this. There's also a stage music, and there's a hall light. This, of course, is a little bit more of the layout that we didn't see before. But again, this is the stage where indeed Stingy would be standing or sitting. I don't exactly know how exactly he would go about sitting inside that little circle thing. Again, I'm not really sure how he gets through the door, because he's a walrus. Oh, who came up with the name for Stingy? It's a very good name, though. Stingy's Iceberg. Now, I have to admit, one of the things, the stage music, I actually like it. It's very nice. It's very melodious, very calming, and I would definitely like having that playing. It would definitely make me feel a lot better when playing it. Again, I don't know how much more I can tell you about Stingy. I do know a little bit more than is actually mentioned here up on the wiki. But again, I don't know. I'll have to wait till Tom says the go ahead, since I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. And again, Stingy's model's not here yet, just for you all to know. And it says audio only. Yeah, we can actually see stuff. Yeah! So you have to clear it up. Anyway, let's move on to the next character. Again, some stuff I say might actually change, or it might have gone a little bit off. Again, I haven't the best memory in the world. So let's move on to the next character.